Updated the 28th of October 2017, 10:40 AEDT Every official inquiry has concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone when he assassinated U.S. President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, but almost every poll has also shown Americans are unconvinced and a majority often believe it was a conspiracy. The latest release of secret JFK files and the last-minute decision to suppress some of them has done nothing to change that belief, according to 3 generations of Americans who spoke to ABC News outside the White House. Marie Quinlan, baby boomer. As far as trusting our government, I was 10 years old when President Kennedy was assassinated, and I have often said throughout my life that our country still hasn't gotten over that, Ms. Quinlan says. She said she doesn't know what to believe about an event that still fills her with sadness, and the latest release has not changed that. I don't know if Lee Harvey Oswald was the sole assassin. I don't know that we'll ever know, she says. Do we know the full story? I don't know. And I think it brings up the tremendous sadness and sorrow and loss and egregious killing of President Kennedy. Max Moricano, Gen Z. At the other end of the age spectrum, teenager Max Murciano from Florida is emphatic when asked if he trusts the government. Absolutely not, he replies without hesitation. Congress in 1992 had ordered that all remaining JFK files be released. Despite having 25 years to make that happen, an 11th hour intervention from spooks meant 300 documents were held back, and experts believe they contain the best and most revealing material. I just don't trust our government. I love America, but I just don't trust our government, Mr. Murciano says. Fred Garcia, Gen X. Fred Garcia from California is visiting the White House with his son and gives the same resolute response when asked if he trusts the government. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He doesn't even trust the government not to have tampered with the files it has released. We're getting photocopies of these, right? So how easy would it be to create a false document? Mr. Garcia has some sympathy for the government's position, though, believing that revealing the alleged conspiracy after all these years would be too damaging for the country. They can't be transparent if there was too vast of a conspiracy. They can't be, and I don't blame them. I side with them. I would be in their shoes too, he said. Trump fuels public distrust. The idea of a deep state conspiracy is popular with the supporters of President Donald Trump, who floated his own conspiracy theory alleging Republican rival Senator Ted Cruz's father was involved. Jefferson Morley, an ex-Washington Post investigative reporter who authored the book The Ghost, a biography about a former CIA chief, says there is a large sector of the U.S. government that operates secretly. When people talk about the deep state, I'm not crazy about the term because it has these sort of conspiratorial overtones, but there is this big sector of the U.S. government that operates secretly, Morley said. There's a whole range of intelligence agencies and military agencies. Their budgets are secret, their activities are secret. You can't go to your congressman and find out. The congressmen themselves can't find out about how these agencies operate. So, I call them the secret government or the secret state. Ms. Quinlan says her distrust has peaked with the election of Mr. Trump. Our government is struggling in so many ways now. It's very clear in the president that so many of the people elected, she said. The president's behavior and actions and decisions have been very, very disconcerting to, I think, anyone who tries to see and understand things with reason. Mr. Trump's supporters would of course disagree. What's not in dispute, though, is that the decision not to release all the documents will leave a void that will be filled by conspiracy theories. Professor Larry Sabato from the University of Virginia has had a team of researchers examining the documents and believes the best material has been suppressed. You know, if we don't get this information before those of us who lived through it die, it's going to feed the conspiracy theories forever. Not that they'll ever go away, but you would at least use truth to counteract them, he told Fox News.